What is up, everybody? This is Voth, and welcome back to episode 3 of the March of Crimes. Now, a quick aside, obviously I got a camera on now. I feel that my delivery is a little bit dry and monotonal, so I thought a camera to help capture some of my body language would help to help my explanations to be a little bit more comprehensive rather than just a disembodied voice. So there's that. And also, one other thing came up yesterday, which I was very intrigued by. Like, I was contacted by what I guess is a scout, you'd call it, for a YouTube partnership program. It caught me way off guard. I thought this was something that would happen like after a year, not after five days. So I've got that to think about now, which is pretty exciting. So now that all that stuff's out of the way, let's get started. I got a rebellion in Galatia. I knew that was going to happen, and sure enough, it is the Hispanians, which is good because that means the Hispanians will get established down here, and they will hate the Western Romans just like I will hate the Western Romans. So we'll become sort of allies in a way.
Is there nothing else?
Not at first, of course. Now I'm pulling this guy back to Brigantium because, as you can see right here, there's a full stack of the Western Roman Empire led by their High King heading towards Brigantium or Osterica. Now if you click on them, you can see their possible movement path. They can go back out here in the water, they can go to Brigantium, or they could try to come down here to Osterica. But they will be blocked by the rebels here, so they cannot get to Osterica. They can, however, get to Brigantium, so I'm going to fall back and defend it. Possibly. I may end up bailing on it, we'll see. This guy, I'm going to move up to Osterica. Let me just look real quick. Okay, first off, because these two provinces are threatened, I don't want to waste money in them. So I'm going to cancel these two farmsteads and recoup a little bit of the cost. Right now I have 2,700 income. It's pretty good. I mean, not income, treasury. It's pretty decent. Let me see. Holding Osterica is going to give me 150 subsistence. Garrisoning this guy here is going to cost me 149. So I'm making 1 coin by keeping him around. Just gonna disband him because he's not really doing anything for me now. And the sooner the Hispania takes over Osterica, the sooner I could start entering into diplomacy with them, and theoretically I'll be able to befriend them, because naturally they're going to dislike the Romans. I dislike the Romans, and so there's sort of that enemy of my enemy thing going on, and I'll probably be able to flip them into an alliance within maybe 10 turns or so. So I want them to settle so I can get started on that sooner rather than later. And that is it for Galatia. Let's come up here to Evlana. Now I have no intention of building a well yet, as my sanitation is still good. One more turn on the chieftain's house, and then I'll see about possibly upgrading it to the tier 3 one. I'll have to figure out where my money is. Currently my money is positive because I disbanded that guy. It's the first time it's been positive in several turns. I'm going to move this guy here and recruit a sword unit. Now you see I don't have any access to any skirmishers right now. I feel like I need a few more skirmishers before attacking Eldon, so I'll probably have to pick up mercenaries. But for now I'm just going to pick up this guy and leave 2 slots open. Now you notice that I moved to just right here as opposed to my full range. I don't want to appear too threatening to the Caledonians, just in case they decide to head south. And also I didn't come right up to the edge of my province, because as I could see into their province, they could see into mine. And if I was right on the edge, it's sort of a threatening gesture. And I wouldn't want them to feel it necessary to further reinforce. I want to try to catch them sleeping if possible. Let me check their diplomacy real fast. They're trading with the Picts, but they aren't in an alliance with the Picts. That's good. If they were in an alliance, I probably couldn't attack them this turn. So hopefully in the end turn they don't decide to ally up. Let me check my family real quick while I'm thinking about it. Moratex can be upgraded to a companion now. It's always a good idea to keep somebody in office because A, the offices have passive bonuses for you that will, you know, benefit you in some manner. And then if you don't give them an office, they'll get angry that other people are in office and they're not in office, and it affects their loyalty. So it's just a good idea to try to keep everybody in an office. As I was explaining that, I couldn't help but notice that Eboracum is under siege. Not sure who's attacking it. It could be the Caledonians, it could be the Picts, it could even be some Viking forefathers, though I doubt it. So next turn we're going to come in here and try to figure out who's at Eildon, if it's undefended or not. Let me look at my research tech real quick. Military maneuvers, minus 20 fatigue rate. At this point isn't a big deal because I do carry an onager with me, and that produces the missile superiority reaction from the AI where they'll come to me. So fatigue is pretty much on them at this point. So that's not really important. And the other thing is it upgrades a galley. I have 0 boats, so I'm not worried about it. And then military 1, recruitment cost minus 5% for non-mercenary units. I have mostly tier 1 units. In fact, I have all tier 1 units now, and they're not that expensive. So 5% from very little is very little. I'm not really concerned with it. Then my other options are the civic researches. Goat pens, cattle pound. Considering that I have no extra slot currently, it's irrelevant. I don't need to get this wicker maker. I don't have an extra slot, so this can wait for a few more turns. So I'm going to go with not this. Okay, this can upgrade my spearmen, or my Celtic spears to Celtic spearmen. Apparently they're men now, and that makes them better, so that's good. I will take that. Let me check the Morans real quick. Military access is moderate. Let's see if they'll accept it. Rejected. I'll hit them up next turn, and they will most likely accept it. Okay. One quick thing while I'm thinking about it. Alright, we're pretty much guaranteed to lose Osterica. We know that's going to happen. Then there's about, I'd say, a 50% chance of losing Brigantium. So if I was to lose both of those, I would lose my Alamri because your governor fights on the field of battle in defense of his province. And my governor in Galatia is the Alamri of Bounty, that dude with the cool growth in food bonuses. I would rather not lose him. So what I'm going to do is click his face, click the boot, get him out of there. Now he's on his way back to the wherever they go, the Senate, I guess. He might lose a little bit of loyalty, but he's not going to lose his life, and that is more important. So that is my turn. May still assign a governor. That's the Alamri that I just ungoverned of. So just going to end my turn now. Alright, we're back. My income ended up going negative after all because I lost Osterica, I think. Or maybe it's because I recruited something. Mortex office is secured. It's a terrible name. I'd never name my child Moritex. As suspected, we lost Osterica, and the Western Roman High King has moved closer to Brigantium. Now, right here, the Hispanians aren't actually at war with the Western Roman Empire, so this guy can move through to Brigantium. And then during the end turn, I caught a glimpse of a ship moving down this way, so there's another entire full stack of Western Romaners somewhere in this fog of war, so Brigantium is a lost cause. Now, it's important to know when to fight and when to run away. Now, I have invested a lot of money and time into Brigantium and ambition, but it's better to run away in this case because I cannot hold Brigantium. I will die. I will lose this army down here. No questions asked. They're gone. So instead, I'm going to retreat down this way. Now, the reason I'm going down there is because it's only 397, and I need to control a port within Atlanticus, within the Atlanticus Sea Zone, which that runs all along basically modern-day Portugal, southern Spain. So my only other option is Ellipso, but 397, it's summer, that's math, it's like 10 more turns roughly, that I would have to capture Ellipso and hold it, and it just seems like I'd probably end up attracting a lot more Romans and losing it. So instead what I'm going to do is come down this cape and feign indifference to Ellipso. I might come down and sack Tingis after Tingis, at which point I might head back up through this area. I might try to take this province, well, sack it I mean. And then as I get closer to year 400, I'll come over here and get Ellipso, so I'll have a better chance of holding it for my Chapter 1 conditions. So I'm done there. I'm not going to invest any more time or money into Brigantium because it's a lost cause. So let's come back up here. Quickly, I need to look at the Caledonians. They still have not allied with the Picts. This is a good thing. There's a chance they would have allied with them. Had they allied with them, I would be SOL, so to speak. They're still sieging Aboricum. I am going to go ahead and pick up 2 more skirmishers, and I'm going to head into Eldon. Get out of the clouds here. Alright, they have their heir defending Eldon. He's not at a full stack. He's got 15, and then I believe he'd get 4 more, roughly. So I'm actually in good standing to capture Eldon, so I'm going to declare war on them. Now the balance of power is slightly in their favor, but yeah, that's bull. Because I have an onager. They're done. I'll come back and check them. That'll be the last thing I do in this turn, probably. Gonna cost 2,700. I can't afford it yet. Let me check my family. Everything's good there. No new people can be assigned offices. Gonna go talk to the Morians real quick again before I go attack the Caledonians. Military access still likely. I mean, moderate. This time they accepted it. Basically, what changed is fighting with the Romans. It sort of slowly built up a stronger rapport with the other factions. Whoa, defensive alliance is high. Let me real quick check military. Okay, that's low. So I can upgrade them to a defensive alliance now. Because likelihood of success is high, I should try to get some money out of them. Let's go for 300 first. It's still high at 300, so I'll go towards the next increment, which is 600. And now I have some money from them and an alliance, so good game. Now that has revealed to me the Gatulians, so I'll go have a chat with them. Non-aggression pact. It's only moderate, so I'm probably not going to get much out of them this round. Let's go ahead and try to go for military access. Moderate, they accepted. Defensive alliance, I mean, I'm on a roll. It's moderate. They rejected it. Okay, so they're going to need another turn or two to upgrade to a defensive alliance. Hispania, we're going to go for peace. Actually, no. I'm hoping that they'll take Brigantium, though I'm expecting the Romans to take Brigantium. If they were to take Brigantium, That would be good. I'd rather them than the Romans. So, that's that. It is time for a battle. Let's do this thing. And here we go. Alright, here we are. The weather conditions are dry. And that is good because I like to burn stuff. In this particular settlement type map, you will run into multiple the same settlements over and over and over. In this one, I like to attack from this direction. I'll start here because I'm going to start right here because if I overshot the tower, I will hit those buildings beside it and behind it, and then the fire will spread to the tower, so I can usually spend less ammo trying to take that tower down, because this tower takes a lot of ammo because of its sort of isolated positioning. Now if I can find any place higher than this, maybe right over there. That way I could kind of shoot down onto it, because its high position makes it really hard to hit. Going to set up 2 spearmen to screen, and everything else is going to just go over here. So I got those guys. My high king and swords are going to go here. My archers are going to turn on fire and go here. Skirmishers are going to go here. Notice that I'm holding space so that I could see the red lines from the towers. Sometimes you can accidentally deploy within the range of their towers if you're the Celtic factions, and then you'll just find yourself getting slaughtered. It's a pain in the butt. And I'm going to put my dogs right here so that the AI knows it's a threat and will keep their skirmishers a little bit further back, hopefully. Alright, my onager, first things first, is going to attack this tower. Let's see if they can hit it. If they can get that tower down, it'll allow me to move up and start shooting arrows into their people. Come on, onagers. Today.
The enemy has been sighted.
Alright, I went ahead and turned off the shooting. Took 2 rounds. All this stuff was on fire. I'll check back in just a minute. The fire damage is probably going to spread to that pretty quickly. So let's evaluate. They've recongregated their troops over here to deal with my obviously large threat. 100% fire damage is spread to the tower. It is burning down, so that is no longer a threat. These onagers, I'm going to walk along the edge of this fire over to this side. And these guys, I'm just going to kind of move over here. Tower should be down any moment now. 94% damage, 98% damage, and there it goes. So I'm going to move my archers forward. And I'm going to bring my dog screen up behind them. In case they do send anything out, the dogs will be released and shred them pretty quickly. And I'm going to bring forward my Celtic skirmisher javelin men. The AI finds dogs very threatening and will tend to pull their bows back, which means they don't have a proper way to counter your bows, so you could just shoot, tear the enemy up. I don't see, it looks like this is the farthest range of their missile units, so I can come up to here with my bows and begin shooting into their spears. Time to check on my onager. He's still taking his sweet time. I'm going to go ahead and start deploying these spearmen in defensive positions for the onager once it gets into position. Now, I'm also going to bring these guys forward so that they'll be ready to attack when the time is right. Alright, the archers are loosing the arrows and wreaking havoc in their line right now. These guys, as you can see, they're all very light spear infantry, so they have, they're pretty much going to get torn up. Their bows are pretty far back there, so I'm going to see if I can get away with moving a skirmish unit really close. It looks like, no, their bows have the movement icon, but they're not moving anywhere. I was hoping they'd pull back a little bit further, because if their bows pull back, then I can definitely get my skirmishers in range. It looks like they're bringing their bows forward now. No, that's their other thing. Alright, my skirmishers can move up to here without taking fire. My javelin men. Which should put them in range of their spear units. Let's see if they start shooting. You guys gonna shoot? Nay? It looks like their ranged units have fallen back yet again, allowing me another little inch forward. And this might mean that they start shooting. Yep, there they go. Look at them. Pin cushion right there. That chick, I swear they're female, took 2 javelins through the midsection. Alright, my onager should be in position now. But it is not, because it is so slow. Gonna go ahead and get these guys moved up so that I can cycle through them. Bringing my dogs up for their threat value. And my spears are moving up. And my swords. They're actually shooting back at me now. But they're also getting torn up, so let's see. They're going to just pull these guys back out of range of their bows. Because there's no point in taking casualties if I don't have to. Not that their bows were doing much to me. Onager should be in position. Almost. He's getting there, slowly but surely. Alright. Now we're going to try to take down this tower. I'm going to see if I can insert. Sometimes you can insert with these guys and waste a little bit of, not waste as much ammo. This guy's taking forever to turn. Okay, here we go. Gonna carefully aim, and it looks like that's the best I can do. So let's see if it hits it. Probably not. Let's see if that's spreading. 0. Nope. So I'm just going to put them on AI shooting, and hopefully I can get that in fewer volleys than I could do it with the insert. Looks as though their bows have pulled back again. So I'm going to move forward and throw some javelins. The javelins kill these guys so quick. You see, look at them just falling. Corpses are piling up. They're going to be pulling back in just a second. Or going forward like crazies. Alright, those units are just getting shredded. Alright, the tower got destroyed. That was really, really fast. Very surprisingly fast. Alright, I'm going to move this onager up. His 2 spear units are going to also get moved up. Hopefully they won't take any missile fire. Gonna try to speed this up a little bit. What are you guys shooting at? These guys are getting torn up. Okay, this guy has used all of his ammo, so I'm going to pull him back. And this guy's going to take his position right here. Looks like they might be bringing some skirmishers forward. Nope, they're retreating now. Go back to normal fire for a while. Onagers are so very slow. Alright, this guy is getting shot at by something. It's probably the horses. Yeah, because he's not getting hit anymore. The horses probably tossed a volley and then fell back. Alright, they're sending up skirmishers, so I'm going to send in a unit of dogs. The dogs will slaughter those skirmishers very quickly. In fact, I'm going to take my bows off auto fire and just let the dogs kill those skirmishers quickly. The skirmishers, they don't have a hope in hell against dogs. In fact, they're falling back already. They're just getting torn up there. It looks as though their tower, their flaming tower arrows were missing my dogs in a drastic overshot, and they were actually hitting my guys all the way back here. Gonna pull back, send in another unit of dogs on these guys, and pull this guy back. Here go the dogs. They're at... Yep, those guys are going to fall back. They don't like dogs at all. This is going to go pretty quick. I wish those dogs would run a little faster. They've entered charge speed, and these guys are going to get torn up. GG. My Onagar is finally in position, and he's going to take a shot at this tower. Actually, he's going to shoot right at the bottom edge of that building, because if I can hit that building, I can spread it to the tower, and the building's easier to hit, honestly. That's why I like buildings that are next to stuff. I mean, towers that are next to buildings. Alright, they've moved their bows up amazingly enough. And that bow is going to eat dogs. I guess technically dogs are going to eat bows. And this one is just going to get sent after their horses, because their skirmisher cavalry is not any good against dogs either. This battle is going surprisingly well. See, the thing with the AI is, in this current state since patch 2, now the AI doesn't come out of the settlements fast enough, whereas previously the AI came out too fast. And that's a testament to the way CA balances stuff. Just imagine it's on a slider bar and they'll slam it all the way one way and then all the way back the other way. There's no incremental change, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. The dogs are having a heyday in there. I think I have spent all my dogs at this point. Yep, all 4 have been released. So I'm just going to move up my skirmishers and start tearing them up. Gonna let the last of my arrows be shot off before I move in and melee. Starting to move up all my units little by little. Let my ranged units expend all their ammo. Alright, this is going to go pretty quickly. That building, 85% fire damage. I'm going to see if I can't get some damage on these bows, because that tower is probably done. These guys are exchanging fire with all these things. Look at this pile of burning corpses. Poor AI. Spears ready. They're going to move forward. We're going to go pierce their hearts now. These spears are going to move up. See if I can't get some stuff going. This battle's not going to be on too much longer. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep the fire on the archers. They're the biggest threat. Alright. See if I can get these guys by. The archers are done. I'm going to bring these guys up because they're going to be disbanded anyways. Might as well get some casualties out of them. Moving my swords up because they're going to help here in a minute. And I want to bring my High King up for support. These guys are getting shot at, so I'm just going to pull them back a little bit. These two skirmishers are just, you know, getting my maximum money out of them. Gonna focus on this horse because my spears will kill it pretty quickly. Gonna bring these swords forward to take out these spears. Okay, there's nothing up here, so I'm gonna swing these guys back around here, and we're just gonna push in at this point. There's no reason in taking this and drawing this battle out any further. Surprisingly, that never died. This battle isn't going to last much longer. Going to kind of deploy my guys in spaghetti lines to corral their archers if at all possible. If I can get those guys, you know, at the very least, I'm going to chase them off the battlefield. General, let's go ahead and give a boost to our troops. I wish I'd got that tower down. I thought I had it down. I did not. These spears are going to push these bows off the battlefield. I'm going to try to get in here and take this tower out the rest of the way. It's going to just keep causing me unnecessary casualties. This last guy is hurt. He's fleeing and will be shattered soon. These guys are going to bring you over here. Actually, we're going to start heading you towards their High King. I mean, it's the heir, technically, not the High King. The fire dam is up to 100% now because your guys will throw torches on it, and now the tower's down. Okay. This battle doesn't have much longer on it. I just have to basically finish him off. Gonna bring my best swords around this way. Oops. Best spears coming up this way. My skirmishers are coming up that way. My High King and a few spears are going to come up this way. These guys are going to go push these guys off the field. And this guy too. Just get rid of them. That way I can get this battle over with as quick as possible. Okay, they're wavering again. I don't want to take unnecessary casualties, so you just run at them and they'll get scared and flee. Going to increase the move speed because this is taking a long time. Alright, there's their High King. He's going to do nothing apparently. He was going to eat some javelins, that's for sure. Okay, he's taking javelins in the back because I guess he's trying to look unthreatening. I don't know. And that's it. He shattered. Game over. He died to javelins.
We are moments away from
Couldn't take the heat, and that's battle. Decisive victory, and they had me outnumbered, I think. 15. No, I think I had them outnumbered, but they had towers on their side anyways. So, alright, here's the after battle readout. Everybody survived, so they're all going to get to keep XP, and I'm going to be able to replenish them, and this basically means the Caledonians don't have a snowball's chance in hell of taking Eldon back from me. So I'm just going to occupy it
warriors all.
to minimize the amount of damage that I have to pay, because I am keeping this. So I know that I want to repair these two, and this is fields. I don't know why they have fields here. Fields are just not that useful, honestly. So I'm going to demolish it, and that's that. Like, fields are okay if in like level 5 fertility places, but I think this place starts off in level 3 if I remember correctly. Yeah, base fertility 3, and then once the winters start getting bad, this place is going to go down to 1 really fast, so it's not really worth it. Going to get rid of these 2 skirmishers so that my money goes back to positive. All things considered, I'm looking really good right now. I have 2 out of 3. All I need to do is capture the walled city from the Picts. I have sent the Caledonians into horde mode, so I probably won't have to deal with them. And in all honesty, they're going to go after the Roman Empire. Most likely they're going to continue to head south, and I just won't ever have to deal with them again. I might even be able to get peace with them. And that's it. I think that's turn. May still a guy assign a provincial governor. That's the Alamri, which I'm not going to do, so I'm done. All right. The Picts immediately tried to get a defensive alliance with me. Under most circumstances, I would accept a defensive alliance from the Picts. But there's one major problem here. Caledonia et Hibernea is part of my absolute victory goals. I have to hold this one. And I don't like to leave that in the hands of the AI because they could just randomly betray you for whatever reason. So I'm going to decline, and basically I'm going to have to kill this guy. If you liked this video or found it helpful, please like and subscribe so you can see more in the future. And thanks for watching.